Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So we begin the episode with a bang. Well, this video is definitely going to be a super blasting episode. We're going to talk about Jesus. We're going to talk about Ozyman. We're going to talk about Aaron Hickey. We're also going to talk about Fabrizio Romano's update as well. So stay tuned for that. And of course, if you seek daily Arsenal content, the best place to be, man. Especially, I would want to boast our community tab because that is the livelihood of this channel. I personally believe because I've been working hard on that, to stay active and to keep you guys updated. So why not? If you're new to this channel, there are many things that are definitely going to be a very, very interesting points and times for us as an Arsenal fan. So Fabrizio Romano on Gabriel Jesus says he wants to leave Manchester City. He will leave this summer. He has no plans to extend. Arsenal are still considering him their top target as striker. Yuri Tillemans is a top target as midfielder. We're going to come back to that as well. But for now, Aaron Ramsdale, Bukayo Saka, Benjamin White have all been called for the England national team for their upcoming Nation Leagues fixture against Hungary, Germany and Italy next month. Personally, I couldn't care less. This is so weird. So William Saliba, he is a part of League On team of the season and of course, as you know, the young player of the year. He just killed it. William Saliba killed it. But more on that. Mikel Arteta on William Saliba says, listen to this carefully. He says he has to come back. He has the experience and environment to be competitive with us. William was not with us because he would not have had that playing time to gain experience. That's all. There's nothing else. We made the right decision of loaning him. If he had stayed with us this year with one Premier League match a week with Benjamin White and Gabriel, he would not have had half the playing time he had with Marseille. For his growth, it would not have been good. So a big L to everyone who believed that Saliba was not in Arsenal's plans. Well, he's coming back to Mikel Arteta's plans right away. But Charles Watts says that sources have told Goal that Arsenal are keeping an eye on Everton forward Richarlison's situation and have sounded out his representatives in recent weeks. So no Richarlison to Arsenal as of now. Interesting news, but let's talk about Victor Ozyman. So Charles Watts says Victor Ozyman is a player high up on Arsenal's target list this summer. Goal has learned that Ozyman's agent flew into London last week for a meeting with Arsenal's technical director Edu to discuss a potential transfer. If it's coming from Charles Watts, it is a confirmed dead. I mean, it happened, and if it happened and it has been confirmed by Charles Watts, oh my God. I mean, look at Edu. He's moving quick, ladies and gentlemen. Last week he met with Victor Ozyman's agent. My God, that is something special. Moving on, so here's a big update on Gabriel Magalis. That Telegraph Sport understand that centre-back Magalis is happy at Arsenal and is unlikely to push for a move away from the club amid interest from Juventus. It would take a considerable fee for Arsenal to even consider his sale. Magalis is one of the most important members of the team. He recently became a father and is understood to feel settled in London, where he is a part of a strong Portuguese-speaking contingent with Cedric Soares, Nuno Tavares and Gabriel Martinelli. So ladies and gentlemen, no ways Gabriel Magalis is not going anywhere. Moving on, let's talk about Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal are hoping to strengthen the Brazilian section of their dressing room with the signing of Gabriel Jesus. Tottenham are also showing interest, although sources in Brazil rate Arsenal as the more likely destination if a fee can be agreed upon between the clubs. So what happened with Arsenal and Dusan Vlahovic? So Arsenal held an interest in him, but senior figures at the club privately played down reports that multiple offers were made. The strong suspicion at Arsenal is that Vlahovic joining Juventus was always the plan and other clubs were used as a smokescreen. Sources have told ESPN that Arsenal had a bad feeling about the deal early on, as Vlahovic's representatives took several days or often longer to reply to initial enquiries as Arsenal explored what a deal could potentially look like. So Arsenal understood it long back. Moving on, so the whole saga of players leaving Arsenal. So a total of 7 players, Mkhitaryan, Ozil, Socrates, Mustafi, Kolasinac, Willian and Aubameyang, were all given a sizable payoff to leave. Sources have said ESPN that in some cases, players got as much as 90% of the outstanding sum left on their current contract. In Mikel Arteta's opinion, why did Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leave? So, according to James Ollie, Aubameyang's attitude around the club's London Colney training base had become a significant problem when Arsenal's decision makers met to determine Aubameyang's fate in January. Sources insist there was no big bust up like a particular one one particular egregious breach of the rules. But the catalyst for Aubameyang's departure to Barcelona was that Arteta felt his behavior was threatening the cultural reset he is intent on delivering. Wow. Moving on, so whether or not Arsenal sign a second striker is completely hinged on Eddie Nketiah signing a new deal. Fresh terms remain on the table, and Arsenal are a little more hopeful that after a run of starts, he may be persuaded to sign a new contract. That's according to Athletic.uk. Athletic.uk also say that another striker Arsenal looking at is Adam Lozak. So if Arsenal were to sign a second striker, it may be a player earlier in their development. The club are strong admirers of 19-year-old Czech forward Adam Lozak, but he is believed to be the subject of strong interest from Bayer Leverkusen. Interesting news. Yuri Tielemans ranks high among Arsenal's midfielder targets and would ideally like to pay Arsenal. They would like to pay 25 million for him. Preliminary talks between Edu and the players' representatives, and although multiple clubs are interested, they hope he can be persuaded. That's according to Athletic.uk. Also, adding new fullbacks is a possibility for Arsenal, according to Athletic.uk, but this could be dependent on players leaving. Arsenal admire Aaron Hickey, but as of yet, there has been no formal bid on the opposite flank. The club are pleased with the job of Cedric has done as Tomiyasu's understudy. Another player Arsenal looking at is Nico Schlotterbeck. They were pursuing a centre-back in January. Arteta wanted to add left-back Nico Schlotterbeck to replace Pablo Mari, who joined Udinese on loan. Arsenal were advised his preference was to remain in Germany, and a few weeks ago he signed for Borussia Dortmund. So that's the whole reason why Nico Schlotterbeck to Arsenal never happened. Interesting, a very interesting player though. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is still admired by Arsenal staff, but there are concerns after a difficult season due to injury and poor form. Arsenal are still following Tammy Abraham closely. He would be open to open a return to London, but Roma do not have any interest to sell him. Wow. Unbelievable news, man. Supremely unbelievable news I have for you guys. But before going on to the whole Tierney saga, well, according to Leith from Gunnar Fanzine, Newcastle is preparing an offer of £50 million, £50 million to contract with Kieran Tierney, but Tierney is happy with Mikel Arteta's Arsenal project. Imagine Newcastle, oh my god. Wow. I cannot believe my eyes. Kieran Tierney to Newcastle. Wow. That's not happening, bro. No way. No flippin' way. So talking about William Saliba, he had by far the best record for successful pressures in Ligue 1 this season, showing his growth as a defender at Marseille. William Saliba, 46.8%. Second on the list is Mikel Nade from Saint-Etienne, 43.1%. Third, Axel Disasi from Monaco, who has 42.1%. And fourth on the list is Vital and Samba from Clermont Foot, who has 41% of successful pressures. This has been crazy, and I'm loving it. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Yes, James McNicholas and David Ornstein on Gabriel Jesus say that Gabriel Jesus is Arsenal's number one target. He's seen as a perfect fit for their Arsenal attack. He has the intelligent movement that Mikel Arteta is looking for, while his versatility also offers flexibility. Crucially, he also works incredibly hard off the ball. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard. Gabriel Jesus is definitely being eyed by Arsenal, and that is the major update that we have for you guys. So, with this, we'd like to end this episode. If you enjoyed it, do hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. Is it confirmed or not? Let me know what you guys think about it. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.